Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. It's Season 2, race number 22, the Old Dominion 200, coming to you live here on Rice Motorsports TV. Yeah, we started a few minutes late, having some issues with the iRacing server, but looks like everybody was able to get in. So we're ready to get this show going here tonight. And of course, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors as always. Thank them for their support. That would be Sonic Graphic Design, Admin Box, Turn 2 Terribles, and Buster's Corner. And let's go ahead before they're just getting ready to go into qualifying here, but let's take a look at the driver standings. And boy, look, man, there's a lot of movement going on since last week at Pocono, and everybody's moved up a spot except for maybe just a handful of guys. Nick Cannon is your new leader by 4 points over Ken Baum Jr., and everybody below him down to 6th position moved up 1 spot. Colin McCarthy, Tyler Isley, Lucas Nilges, William Brown all moved up 1 position. Aiden Burlane, now I've heard that he decided to go do some dirt racing, so he may not be back for the rest of the season, so don't be surprised if you see his name falling down the order, and that explains why all of a sudden he's just dropping down. Carson Pittman right now 8th, followed by Bill Hales, and we got a few other folks that have moved there. David Smeal Jr., he moved up a spot. Matthew Fitz up to 13th. Kevin Click into the 19th position there, looking at your top 20. And then real quickly take a look over here at the team standings. And no positions have changed at this point. Nitro, they did move ahead of Burlane Racing. Now they're 42 points ahead. And but I said, obviously, like I said, Aiden, they may not be back racing this season, so you'll probably see him falling down the order as the season progresses. Turn 2 Terribles are currently in 3rd, followed by Glitter Kitty Racing, and Mopar Motorsports are in the top 5. And like I said before, everybody else is where they were last week. So we'll just we'll keep an eye on that each week and see how that progresses here. And looks like the clock is looks like they're getting ready to go into qualifying. So we'll take a quick moment to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Old Dominion 200 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? My domain! Way, the money I roll.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. We've got Devin Bourne with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen.
Sitting here with Sean Keen. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Okay, folks, we're back here for the Old Dominion 200 hit Rice Motorsports TV, and qualifying is underway. And while the guys are qualifying here, let's take a quick look at the race info for the evening. Boy, beautiful weather for out there racing at Richmond. 71-degree air temperature. Winds are only 2 miles an hour. They have 4 sets of tires, a set they start with plus 3 additional sets. Of course, they have the 3 green light checker attempts. And, you know, I need to check on those laps. I don't think that's right. That's from last week. We had some last-minute stuff we had to do to get in here. We'll update you on those laps there. And, but boy, I tell you, Richmond's a short track, and it's going to be a lot of beating and banging. You know how it is when they come to Richmond. As always, thank you for joining us here at Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. And we have maybe about 3 minutes to go before we start the race. So we'll go ahead and pause for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Mic check, mic check. There we go. Okay, folks, we're back here. Qualifying is wrapped up here about 15 seconds, and we'll be rolling into the race session. And we need to wait for it to roll over before we can see the results of qualifying. And we do have our we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 webcam drivers. A lot of our regular guys who run webcams. Lucas Nilgis, Jimmy Barr, Briggs Swope, David Smith Jr., and Tyler Isley. And we'll be hopping on board with them throughout the race. Cars are starting to come out onto the track. Let's go ahead and take a look at that starting grid. And on the pole is Kevin Click. Starting next to him will be Ken Baum Jr. Nick Cannon in that 3rd position. 4th is Jimmy Barr. Then we have 5th, David Salter. Kyler McCarthy is 6th. 7th is Stan Mayberry. David Smil Jr. 8th. Robbie Bison 9th. Chris Lynn, he rounds out your top 10. Then 11th, we have Matthew Fitz. Tyler Isley in the 12th position. 13th is Lucas Nilgis. William Brown, 14th. 15th is Carson Pittman. Michael Zuber, 16th. 17th is Briggs Swope. 18th position, Don DeGroot. 19th is Michael Self with Carl Fitz rounding out your top 20. And the rest of the guys did not post a qualifying time. Bill Hale still slot in at 21st position. Jeremy Zarfos 22nd. Brian Pressler 23rd. Alex Mader starting in the 24th position. And tonight's race sponsor, Daniel Menzies, starting shotgun on the field in the 25th position. And that race, and tonight's race is 130 laps around this 3/4 mile track. It looks like just about everybody's on track. Once everybody gets onto the track, the pace car will be on its way. I think they're just waiting for maybe one driver from what I can see, unless he's just going to miss the start, because they do have like a 10-minute countdown window to get onto the track. Oh, let me go ahead. I got to run daggone trading paints. That looks like that acted up a little bit too, so you'll see the cars turn white here for a minute while that reloads, because some of those paints don't look like the regular ones they run. You know, there's some kind of weird thing going on with the iRacing server here tonight, but fortunately everybody was able to get in. I think they'll be doing like 2 pace laps here. Let's see, there's number 12, Jimmy Barr. He's one of our webcam drivers. Getting ready to get going with the VR headset. A 25-car field tonight. Nice field out here. We're racing here at Richmond. You see the cars, their paints starting to load up nicely here. Robbie Bison, there is his just coming in there. I believe the pace car will be in this time around. Getting ready for 130 laps here at Richmond. Pace car down on pit road. All we need is a green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
We got it, and we're racing here at Richmond. Kevin Click taking them down into turn 1, followed by Ken Baum Jr. Nick Cannon. Cannon trying to get that second position. Boy, I tell you, he's always battling up the front against somebody. He settled into that 3rd position. The field closely behind him as Jimmy Barr in that 4th spot. Ken Baum Jr. Already about 4/10 of a second behind the 35 there, Kevin Click. Click coming around to complete lap number 2. There's David Smeal Jr. in the 72 machine. He gets into the 12. Jimmy Barr, caution number way, and you kind of knew it was coming, folks. You didn't know when it was going to get there, but yeah, you know, there he looked like he's getting it turned around okay, and not too much damage from what we can see there. So it looks like he's banged up on the right side a little bit. I don't know what happened to the iRacing server. It changed some of my settings. My graphics got a little jacked up, and they're not as clear as I usually have them. We'll have to check that after the broadcast here. But a little bit of damage. Now, they don't have any faster pairs. He's coming in, Jimmy Barr right in front of him. A little bit of damage as well. Not too bad. And they'll get in and get as much of that repaired as possible under caution. Of course, you know, being a short track, boy, it's not going to take long for that field to come around, so these guys won't have a whole lot of time. In fact, the field is already, by the time they got down on the pit road, unfortunately, the field is already coming by, and so they're automatically going to lose a lap here while we're under caution. Click still in first, followed by Nick Cannon. Colin McCarthy in that 4th position. I'm sorry, 3rd position, followed by the 32, Chris Lynn. David Salter 5th, Stan Mayberry in the 6th position. We have Tyler Isley, another one of our webcam drivers, 7th. Matthew Fitz is 8th. Lucas Nilges in the 9th spot, and Michael Zuver rounding out your top 10. 7 more guys down on pit road. William Brown, he's in there. I see the 4 there. Carson Pittman right behind him. Michael Self, he came down pit road. I think these guys, I don't think they had any damage or anything from what I can see. And He's on his way out. Jimmy Barr, he's getting out. Probably still has a little bit of damage. Yeah, that right front still knocked in a bit, but got to go when it's time to go. Not too much you can do there. David Salter making his way down to his pit box. Leaders on the back stretch. And I'm thinking they'll probably get the one to go this time around. And it crossed the line, and let's see, did the lights go out on the pace car? No, it did not. We still have, we're going to have at least a couple of more laps. We might get the one to go next time around before we get to racing once again. So while we're doing that, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Old Dominion 200 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? Macho Man! My way, the money I roll.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. Got Devin Borden with us.
Keene Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keene.
Sitting here with Sean Keene. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Okay, we're back, and let's jump on board with the leader, Kevin Click. The lights are indeed out on the pace car. It'll be lap 9 on the restart of 130 scheduled for this evening. Pace cars down on pit road. Here we go again, folks.
Green flag.
Green flag racing has resumed here at Richmond. Nick Cannon, now he's under attack by Kyler McCarthy. McCarthy trying to get past the 8. And looks like, he just won't make it past Nick Cannon. Cannon's right there, though. Click continues to lead. Kyler McCarthy now trying to bear down on the number 35, Chris Lynn, in that 32 machine. He's leading the 17 of Tyler Isley, and behind them Stan Mayberry and Matthew Fitz. Boy, they're getting close there. Lucas Nilge is right behind them. He's got a ringside seat. Hopefully doesn't get caught up in anything. Everybody's starting to get spread out just a little bit here. Click has a 4/10 second lead ahead of Kyler McCarthy. He's trying to keep about a car length there between him and Nick Cannon. Chris Lynn trying to keep Tyler Isley behind him. It looks like Matthew Fitz got past Stan Mayberry there, and Lucas Nilge is still in that 8th position. And a little bit further back, there's Michael Zuber in 9th. He's followed by Don DeGroot. Don DeGroot's getting some company there. Jeremy Zarfos moving in on the 61 machine. They're battling hard back here. Oh, a couple of guys just got together. I think that was Brian Pressler and who was that? Couldn't see who that other car was. The 72, David Smeal. I think they kind of slammed doors there for a minute. Carson Pittman right behind them. Bobby Bice down to the 19th position. He lost a lot of positions at the start. But so far, so good. Knock on wood. Everybody's playing nice here at the moment. Your leader, Kevin Click, up at the front. The gap now just under 3/10 of a second. Kyler McCarthy trying to close in. Click, McCarthy, and Cannon starting to separate themselves from the rest of the field. Of course, it looks like you have Chris Lynn and Tyler Isley. They're kind of doing the same. They got a nice little gap there, those two. Tyler Isley trying to move in on the 32 machine. Riding on board there with Tyler Isley. Now 16 laps in the books already. It doesn't take long here at a 3/4 mile track. And it looks like now he's staying pretty close there to Chris Lynn. And the top three, of course, they look like they're just nose to tail. So Tyler Isley, we'll see whether or not he decides to try to make a move, or is he just going to just cruise here for a while. McCarthy, he has caught up to Kevin Click, and he's taking a move down on the inside. McCarthy looks like he's going to get that lead, new leader, as we start lap 18. Oh boy, look at Nick Cannon. He got real close there to the 35, but he still remains in that third position. Chris Lynn now, they swapped those positions, and the 32 and the 17 got kind of close there for a moment. Kevin Click, he's trying to battle back now, see if he can get that lead back from Kyler McCarthy. While those two are battling a little further back here, they're stretched out a little bit more right now. Stan Mayberry, he got past Lucas Nilges into that 7th position. Matthew Fitz also moving out. He's gained 6 spots since the start of the race. Him and Tyler actually gained 8 spots, so they're moving along nicely there. Chris Lynn now in the 9th position. And a nice battle going on behind them. Bill Hales and Don DeGroot. DeGroot losing a position to the 53 there, Bill Hales. Boy, David Salter, he is right there to pounce on the 61 as well. Taking a look down on the inside, going down the backstretch. Trying to make it look like he's going to get that position too. The group to the high side, several cars getting by. There's William Brown right behind David Salter. Now William Brown, he's back in the 12th position. He's gained 2 spots. Now he's been qualifying pretty good here the last several races. Been qualifying inside the top 10. A little further back tonight, and going to have to do some work to get up to the front. Colin McCarthy at the front there. He's still leading Kevin Click. About a car length between those two. Nick Cannon lost quite a bit of ground there, and he's still comfortably in that 3rd spot. Now Tyler Isley is trying to get up there and see if he can battle with the 8th car. Matthew Fitz in that 5th position. Both him and Stan Mayberry gained some spots there. Lucas Nilges in that 7th position. So the race is going along pretty good here. Behind him, there's Michael Zuber. No real pressure from Chris Lynn at the moment. About a couple of car lengths between those two. And then there, of course, we saw Bill Hales. And got somebody on pit road. Looks like the 61 Don DeGroot coming down green flag pit stop. And let's see, he had a little bit of damage, right front damage on the 61. He may be coming down to get a little, that right front tire does not, unless, maybe it's just my eyes, it doesn't look like it's bending at a good angle there. And man, he may have some, I hope his damage isn't too severe where he has to stay on pit road too long. Let's see if he stays in there. Right, full set of tires, and it looks like he might be on pit road for a little while. That may be some, could be some mandatory repair time there for the 61. Cannon still in that 3rd spot. McCarthy is still leading, but boy, Kevin Click, he is right there too. he is letting McCarthy know that he's going to be sticking him like glue from the looks of it here. And who knows, these two, they may be thinking, okay, this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. They may be trying to see if they can just stay cool here in this part of the race. Let's look a little further back. There's Chris Lynn in the 9th position, trying to catch Michael Zuber. And he's got Bill Hales. There's a lot of space between these guys here. They're a little bit more bunched up behind Bill Hales. David Salter, William Brown, Ken Baum Jr. in that 13th position. He's followed by Carson Pittman. Then we have Jeremy Zarfos a little further back. And he locked him up. Looks like a couple of folks went past him there. Brian Pressler, Robbie Bice. There's your race sponsor there, Daniel Menzies, number 25 machine. Currently in the 19th spot. He's gained 6 positions since the start of the race. Now battling with Don DeGroot there, trying to get that. Actually, I'll take that back. That's not for position. DeGroot's in the 23rd spot there, not on the lead lap. Let's see, where's some of our webcam drivers? Where's he? Where's Jimmy Barr at? He was one of the guys that was involved. He had that damage there, and currently running in that 22nd position. So yeah, he's it's going to be a little bit of a long race. You know, he's out of position at the moment, so not much you can really do but just ride it out. And Barr, he's 2 laps down, and there's some other folks that are 3 or more laps down, so he's definitely not dead last on the track here. Who was that? That was the 52 there, Michael Self. Saw him going around. Let's see, David Smeal, where is he at, and what position is he in? He's in the 21st position. He's going around the 52 as well. Got Robbie Bice behind him. Looks like he lost a lap. I didn't know he came in the pit though. He's 1 lap down, so he's in the, I believe he's in the lucky dog position. I take that back. It's Matthew Fitz. Or I'm sorry, Carl Fitz, Matthew's dad, the 18 car. He's the one that's in the lucky dog position. And let's see, Brig Swope got a webcam tonight. Where's Brig at? Let's see. Got to find him. There he is in 18th position. There's Brig. I don't know if I've seen Brig in here before with the webcam, but good to see Brig having a good run there right now in the 18th position. He's got David Salter behind him, so that's a battle for position, and he's trying to catch the 17 of Menzies. David Salter on pit road. But man, I tell you, these laps, they go by really fast here at these short tracks. They don't have a whole lot of time. Now he does have the lead. Matter of fact, Kevin Click is 4 seconds behind him now. So he is battling, trying to catch Daniel Menzies, getting very close, but then you have a leader that's Click right behind him. But you can see him now trying to catch Menzies there, and so that is a battle for the 17th position. Even though the leaders may be closing in, that's you know, they still have a right to battle each other there. They got their own fight. So they continue to battle, and not too far behind is Kevin Click still has Colin McCarthy. Well, Colin McCarthy was leading, but Click obviously got the lead back once again. Nick Cannon still in that 3rd position. He's lost the 2 front runners there. Tyler Isley is several car lengths behind him. Matthew Fitz has not made any ground up there, but Stan Mayberry is hanging with him pretty good. Lucas Nilgers, I've seen, what was the last couple of races? It seemed like I see him kind of hanging around the 7th position. He's got something for that 7th position. And we could see Lucas there for a good portion of the night. He's also one of our webcam drivers as well. So we'll grab, maybe we'll try to grab one of these guys if we get another caution here, because right now they're getting pretty spaced out. So they're really cranking out these laps. And at a short track like this, it won't take long to get through this race here. Having a nice battle there, trying to catch Stan Mayberry. 3-car battle there, I would say, for the 5th position. He's still got a couple of car lengths to go to get up to Matthew Fitz and Stan Mayberry, but he's getting close there. Kevin Click now, half a second between him and Colin McCarthy. He managed to get away from the 24 car. Put some light between the two of them. You can even see it on the track map where the leaders, you can see the gap there. Even Nick Cannon, he's having a pretty comfortable race at the moment. He's just more or less cruising along in that 3rd position. Just about 1 3/4 seconds ahead of Tyler Isley. So no pressure at all from behind. He may be managing his tires, and it could turn out to be a, if you can make your tires last here, maybe push your stint a little bit longer. Of course, now they are starting to run into the lap traffic here, so they'll have to make their way through there. He may catch up to the 2 leaders as they're navigating the traffic, but then of course he'll have to do the same thing once he catches up. Tyler Isley not too far behind. Matthew Fitz getting a big pressure there from Stan Mayberry, taking a look down on the inside. He's thinking about maybe trying to make a move on the 3 machine. Not quite close enough, though. Being careful how he puts the power down coming off of turn 2. It looks like Fitz is able to power away just a little bit. A little bit more daylight between him and the 48 machine. Lucas Nilge is still in that 7th position. Whereas Chris Lane, he's a little bit further back. A lot of these guys back here have some clear sailing right now. They're not under a whole lot of pressure, so, they're not, the pace that they're running, they may be able to just save their tires that much more. And that may enable them to maybe push a little further. I don't know how far they can go on can they actually run the entire fuel stint and the amount of fuel that they're running. Of course, they have open setups in this league, so 100% fuel. Look like we had the 42's Jeremy Zarfos coming down on pit road. And car looking good. No damage there on the 42 machine. So I'm thinking maybe this is a scheduled pit stop here. Getting down to his pit box. Right on the numbers, tires and fuel for Zarfos. Right side's on, left side's going on. Let's see what kind of time he gets here. And, well, he may have to top off I don't know if doesn't look like he has any damage. I don't know if he's just staying there for, can't be just for fuel. Oh, man, that's turning into a long pit stop. Oh, man. Don't know if he got some kind of penalty that he has to serve. He might have got caught speeding on pit road. Tough break there for Zarfos. He's still on the pits, in the pits. Oh, no, did he retire? Okay, he's not even showing. He might have retired the car, unfortunately. Because he disappeared from our screens, where we're showing him in the pits there, so. Stan Mayberry now just about a second behind Tyler Isley. Well, further back, there's Michael Zuber. He's trying to catch Chris Lynn. You got Jimmy Barr in between him and Lynn, so that's Jimmy Barr in the 12 machine. There's Michael Zuber trying to make a move down on the inside, and he gets past the 12 car. So now he's directly behind. Chris Lynn is 1.8 seconds though, but that is his target now. Lap 54, 130. So we're getting close to the halfway point. Up at the front, there's Nick Cannon. He's making his way through some lap traffic. See Menzies there, Carl Fitz. He got past both the 18 and the 25. He still has to pass Briggs Swope before he'll be clear to try to see if he can catch McCarthy. But he does have a little ways to go. That the car directly in front of him is Briggs Swope, is 2.7 seconds ahead, and McCarthy is directly in front of him. McCarthy it looked like he just got past Swope himself. 1.8 seconds now is the gap between him and race leader Kevin Click. Got somebody else coming down pit road. Who is that? That is Bill Hales. Probably, I'm guessing a schedule. Uh-oh, did he retire? Oh, there he is. He's still there. Down on the pit road. Car looks pretty good, and he's not doing. Oh, he might. Uh-oh, he might have retired, folks, and we'll have to jump to somebody else. I didn't see the jack going up, not changing any tires or anything, so we'll have to see what happened, unless they're having some kind of connection issues or something. Oh, Tyler Isley.
Caution, yellow flag.
Matthew Fitz, Tyler Isley, and he's going in the wrong direction there. Guy's able to check up, and let's see, he doesn't have a whole lot of damage. Not sure what happened there. Of course, we'll check the replay. Let's go back and take a look at that and see. Oh, he got a little help there from Stan Mayberry, and then he bounced off, kind of got up into the 3. And neither one of them looked like they got too much damage there, so they should be okay. And he's racing around in the rest of the field, and everybody diving down on the pit road. Kevin Click bringing the entire field down with him. Everybody taking this opportunity to get a fresh set of Goodyears. So while they're going through their pit stops, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Old Dominion 200 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we're back here under caution. It's only the second caution of the evening. It looks like the majority of the field has come in now and got fuel, and so they're ready to go. Let's see. Let's grab somebody for, there's Robbie Bice. Let me grab Robbie real quick here. Hey, Robbie, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Hey man, what's going on?
Hey buddy. Hey man, a pretty smooth race here so far, you think?
Yeah, pretty much for Richmond. It's pretty smooth. You know, I got caught up in the wreck earlier, and so car's a little not as far as it was, but we'll see what happens. I still got RPM, so maybe I can get some lucky bounces.
10-4, man. Do you think this is more of a tire battle here, or can the tires go the length of the fuel, or is it a fuel mileage thing, you think?
Probably a little of both. My car kind of balanced out after that on that long run, and I was able to stay up on the leader. But if you can stretch it out, save your tire, yeah, you can stretch the fuel and win this race.
10-4, man. Well, I'm gonna put you back down in your channel. Good luck, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
And where did I put him at? Did he get in the right one? Oh, wait a minute. Where did he go? My mouse is acting weird. Where did he go? I'm trying to make sure he's in the right channel. I don't even see him. Crap. There he is. Okay, he's in there. Okay.
Green flag, green flag.
And we got a green flag, and we're racing once again here at Richmond. Kevin Click, Colin McCarthy, Nick Cannon trying to fight for that second position. Doggone it. Come on, mouse. My mouse is acting up tonight. Trying to get that second spot, I tell you. Colin McCarthy does not want to give it up. Rick Swope still on pit road. And McCarthy, he is going to hold on to that second position. Nick Cannon will have to settle for the third spot. Stan Mayberry getting very close now to the number 8. Lucas Nils is now in that 5th position, gained a few spots through that caution. Taking a look on the inside of the 48. And oh boy, they get close there. They come off a 2. He may be close enough now to force the pass here. He'll force the 48 to run a little higher probably than he wanted to. Stan Mayberry, to his credit, boy, he is fighting hard on the outside there, trying to hold on to the position. I think they'll just may get him. And if they go through turns 1 and 2, and he just does slide up in the front of the 48. Mayberry not giving up without a fight. Lucas Nils is now in that 4th position, and they're battling behind him as well. McCarthy, they're starting to stretch out at the front there. Oh, got a little contact there. Stan Mayberry and Lucas Nils just now they're starting to get a little daylight between the two of them. Matthew Fitz, Chris Lynn in the 7th position. Boy, look at William Brown. Oh, he's gained some positions here, folks. Looks like 6 spots up from where he started. Now he's into the top 10, trying to work his way forward. Concentrating on his battle with Chris Lynn here at the moment, battling for that 7th position. And we just passed the halfway point, lap 69 of 130. A lot of these guys, that was their first time down on pit road, so they probably have 2 more sets of tires if they need them. So the tire situation should be fine. A lot of the drivers, pretty much over half the field went 59 laps on that first set of tires. Well, I take that back. I'd say about maybe half the field, about half the field. I know the top 10 anyway went to lap 59. We have a few more guys in there, has stopped only one time on lap 59. They're not on the lead lap, but they're still there. So that was a nice long run for the field. Your leader, Kevin Leclerc, trying to keep that daylight between him and Kyler McCarthy. At the moment, he's able to keep him back there. And that's funny. These guys, and like even with Nick Cannon, he can't get that second position, but he hasn't really been falling that far back. He just can't get to that next position up, and because it almost seems like once they stabilize, he kind of stays where he's at. They don't totally run away from him. Oh, we got somebody. Oh, Menzies jumped to the pit, so he might have retired. Oh boy, big damage there for Daniel Menzies, and yeah, that's probably race over for him. Unfortunately, tonight's race sponsor. Hate to see him down on pit road like that. Not having any faster pairs though, and that's what happens when you're running. You know, no faster pairs. You get some damage, just have to deal with it best you can. Two battles going on here. Lucas Nilja, Stan Mayberry, Matthew Fitz trying to stay ahead of William Brown there for that 6th position. Brown is all over, and look, Chris Lynn, he's trying to get into the party as well. See those two battling ahead of him. Brown looking down on the inside of the 3. Man, Carl Fitz, Matthew Fitz, he got a good run off the corner off of turn 2. I think William Brown's going to get him, though, as they come out of 4. William Brown into that 6th position. So Brown now on the move. You can see all the leaders right there in front of him. Next target is Stan Mayberry, the 48 car. He's got a lot of laps to go. They're only on lap 77. They are going by quickly, but still quite a few to go as well. Colin McCarthy, he's doing pretty good to hang in there with the leader. And even, like I said before, you look at Nick Cannon, they don't exactly leave him behind. They do put a gap between him, but once he gets in, gets in that rhythm after a restart, it's like he's kind of just hanging there, He's not gaining, but he's not really falling back either. If he could get a little bit better restart and get ahead of one of those guys, he might be able to hold on to the position, because it seems like he's running comparable laps there. Let me see if I can, where is it? Let's look at the lap time history between him, and let's see if we can bring that up on the screen so you can see it. Let me move the info banner, move that out the way for a minute. And you can see Nick Cannon there, McCarthy now. McCarthy, he was quicker the last 3 laps by a couple of, one the lap 79, he was a couple of tenths quicker, but only a few hundredths quicker the 2 before that. And they come to the stripe this time, and this time McCarthy was actually slower by 5/100ths of a second. So that's kind of the situation that Nick Cannon is in.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, caution number 3. And let's see what's going on there. And I think it was David Salter. And does he have any damage? Oh yeah, it's got quite a bit of damage on that right front. So we're under caution once again. Let's go see what happened there with David. And so he's racing along there, and what, did he just lose it on his own? Oh yeah, he got the power down and coming off a 4-0, and it snapped back and hit the outside wall. You don't see that too many times. But yeah, single car accident there, so nobody else was involved. And everybody's coming down pit road once again. And man, they haven't been out there that long. They pitted up, was it lap 59? They only been out there 20-something laps. Everybody's still, a lot of folks getting tires. They're going to go ahead. They know that there's not too much racing done, and they had at least 2 sets of tires left. So, yeah, and might as well keep some fresh shoes on those cars. Everybody's on their way out. McCarthy, and he couldn't beat Kevin Click out. Nick Cannon, he still exits in the 3rd spot. David Smil Jr., though, got the jump there, and now he's in that 5th position. Or is he? Looks like he's trying to get organized where somebody might have beat it. Well, I don't know what happened in there. He's coming back in. That's what it is. Okay. I thought iRacing was shuffling him around, reorganizing the position, but he opted to come back in. He does have some damage on the front of the car there. Let me find, where is David? Let me see if I can find him real quick since he's coming down pit road. And there he is right there. I'm going to move him up here with us. Hey, Dave. Oh, I thought I grabbed him. Wait, let's try that again. And why is he not coming up here? Let's see. Let's see if I can move him. There he is. Hey, David, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Sir.
Well, I tell you, man, we decided to come back in just to top off the tank, or do you have some damage?
Some damage from the inside lap 3 I wanted to take care of a little bit. Strategy-wise, I'm going to take my tires now. If we go green to the end, that should be all right. So, a little bit of strategy, a little bit of get some damage fixed. Hopefully it'll work out. Keep getting spots.
10 for me, yeah. Absolutely, man. This race is going by quickly here, and we've only had 3 cautions so far. Knock on wood, guys. Y'all been doing a good job out there staying off of each other.
Yeah, a little bit of bad luck early, and now it's just been recover.
Absolutely, man. Well, good luck, buddy. I'm going to put you back down your channel. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you, sir.
There we go. And got him back. He's ready to get going here once again. That's Kevin Click. He's still at the front. And yeah, there's some cars in front of him. I think that was Carl. Was that Carl? Yeah, Carl Fitz in front of him. And there we got the one to go, so he'll get the wave around. And so he's making his way around right now. Free pass for the number 17. And that puts him, I think that's going to put him only a lap down now as he crosses the line. Here we go, pace car coming down on pit road. Lap 87 on the restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Racing once again here at Richmond. Boy, look at Nick Cannon on the inside trying to get Colin McCarthy. He got him this time. Oh, can he hold on? He's been trying 2 or 3 times now to get the jump on the 24. Oh, and he gets it to the wall. He was trying so hard. He's getting on the power, and he ends up losing even more positions. Now he's back to 4th. Boy, Stan Mayberry, he's going to put the move on him here if he's not careful. Oh, man, he was trying so hard. Mayberry's fighting to get him, and it looks like he's able to hold him off as they go down the backstretch. But Mayberry may have the better position. Boy, he's fighting hard on the outside. He's holding on to that spot, though. Nick Cannon still in the 4th position. Did pick up a little bit of damage, but not enough to damage in there. Man, boy, he's got some hungry guys behind him, though, boy. Stan Mayberry, William Brown, Matthew Fitz, they're all hard charging behind the number 8. Man, he was cruising. Nick Cannon was cruising in that 3rd position even after each restart.
Yellow flag.
Okay, something else just happened, and looked like it involved the 17 there, Tyler Isley. And let's see. Doesn't look like he has too much damage. Let's go take a look, see what happened to Tyler here. And he's racing along, and that's the 32 there. That's Chris Lynn, I believe. Oh, and he gets boy, he got lucky there. Him and the guys behind him, and they all did a great job of getting past the 17. No damage that we can see for Tyler Isley. But that does put us back under caution once again. Jimmy Barr coming down on pit road. Probably getting a little bit more work done on that number 12 machine. More folks coming in. Nick Cannon, he's coming in. Well, I tell you, Nick Cannon, he's been trying so hard to get up higher than third position, and now it kind of cost him. That time, I guess it looked like he might have just put down a little bit too much power coming off the corner there, and car just kind of got away from him a little bit. A few other folks on pit road. David Smil Jr., he's on pit road as well. Carson Pittman, he's down on pit road. Who else is on pit road? Well, we saw Jimmy Barr, David Salter. Now, I think he's been down there for a while because he's got some damage. He's not even in the car at the moment. So, yeah, he probably has some damage that he has to get done. Cannon, he's sitting on pit road. He's been there for a while now. He's still in the car. Here comes the field. I think he was just staying there as long as possible there, him and David Smil. They get out just in time so they don't lose a lap. As they go down the back stretch, there's your leaders getting ready to go into turn 1. Man, they could be getting the one to go next time around. Tyler McCarthy still managing to hold on to that second spot, and that'll be Lucas Nilgis. It'll be his turn to see if he can do something with the 24 on the restart. What Stan Mayberry, and he's been trying to get up there. He's moved up 3 spots since the start of the race. Matthew Fitz there right behind him. William Brown now in the 6th position. So he's slowly but surely making his way to the front. Chris Lynn now in that 7th spot. Ken Baum Jr., he's in the 8th position. He actually lost a few spots since the start of the race. Robbie Bice is 9th. He's actually right now right where he started the race. So, like you said, trying to recover from the damage he got in the earlier caution. Making their way down the backstretch and trying to keep some heat in those tires. Lucas Nilgis, he's been having a lot of good races here recently. He gets in that top 10 and he stays there a lot, and he gets in the top 5 and he's always hanging around, and that's another driver that you got to keep your eye on, because you never know. One of these days he's going to be right in the right position. May be able to jump up there and grab it all. I think the pace car will be coming in this time around. There he is down on pit road. Green flag and lap 96 racing once again. McCarthy right there behind Kevin Click. Look at Lucas Nilgis. He's also taking a look down on the inside of the 24. Man, they're nose to tail now. Here comes Matthew Fitz in the 3 machine.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, we got a caution. I see Ken Baum Jr. Sliding down the order, and there I just thought I'd saw him up against the wall. There he is, sitting up against the wall there, and a bit of damage on that right front for the number 2. And you know what they say, folks, cautions breed cautions. It kind of just happens. Let's go back and see what happened here for Ken. And getting going on the, let's see if we can get the replay to play here. There we go. Getting going on the restart, and oh boy, him and William Brown, they both got a little squirrely, putting the power down. Michael Zuber trying to get out of the way there. And tough break there for Ken Baum Jr. Man, they were just racing so hard on the restart, trying to get up to speed. He's in. Nick Cannon's back on pit road once again. There's Ken Baum Jr. in the 12 there. Jimmy Barr making his way down on the pit road. He might have got a little bit more damage. It's still Matthew Fitz behind Lucas Nilges, McCarthy, and Click. Stan Mayberry, 5th. Chris Lynn now 6th. Robbie Bison, the 7th. Is he in the 7th spot, or is he actually behind William Brown? He might have got past the 9. Looks like he's up in the 7th position. The William Brown in that 8th spot. So it looks like he's just going to stay there. And well, I tell you, we're going to have less than 30 laps to go this time around. So now it's kind of a decision of, man, do you pit or do you stay out for track position? Because now you're gonna, we still have a couple more laps of caution, and don't have a whole lot of time to play around. If you're up in that top 10, you definitely want to stay there, especially that top 5. Jimmy Barr, Michael Self, and David Salter, the only 3 on pit road at the moment. Ken Bob Jimmy, he's back out on track. I mean, the car doesn't look too bad, and short track racing, you expect that. He's coming in once again. He's coming in. Nick Cannon is coming in again. Who knows that? I don't know if let's see if they take tires or something, or maybe fuel. I would think it'd be more tires, because we've seen these guys go almost 60 laps. They may decide to just go ahead and put some fresh Goodyears on it and go for it. And there he is, just getting to his pit box. Is he getting, or maybe he is just getting some damage done on the car, having to do the manual repairs. No fast repairs in this league. And same deal for Ken Baum Jr. Look like he having work done on his car. David Salter, they're putting his car back together. He's not back in it yet, but looks like maybe he'll plan on getting back out, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see here. There's Ken Baum and Nick Cannon making their way back out on the track. Just as the field gets ready to come around, I think the lights are indeed out on the pace car. Yes, it is. So it'll be lap 102 of 130. Colin McCarthy, Lucas Nilges, Matthew Fitz, Stan Mayberry round out the top 5. Here we go, folks. Pace car in. They're all bunched up tight. Kevin Click, he gets a good restart. McCarthy as well. Lucas Nilges down on the inside. He's going way deep, trying to maybe see if he can get a run on the 24. Not close enough to get a pass going there. So he'll stay in that 3rd position. Matthew Fitz in that 4th spot. He looks like he almost wanted to think about maybe taking a shot there at the 23, but not close enough. I'm sorry, 21, but he's not close enough. Shout out to Jaden Bingham in the chat there. He's taking a break tonight. What'd you say there, buddy? You fell asleep or something? Oh, we got another caution. Let's see. Was this? Oh no, was it Stan Mayberry? Yes, it was. Up against the wall, and he's got a little damage on the kind of like right front and left front. I think he just made some he might have just made a little bit of contact with some other cars. Well, I tell you, they're really getting up on the wheel now, folks. That might have been some more contact, just them getting going on the restart. Let's see here. And is that Jimmy? Who is that he's up the wall there with? Oh, that's the 32, Chris Lynn. Oh, and they get to bouncing, and he spins around the 32, and he's the one that ends up against the wall. And probably lucky for him and Chris Lynn that it wasn't any worse than that. So Stan Mayberry taking an opportunity to come down pit road. And let's see, his car is not in too bad a shape. He's coming down. Brian Pressler is already in his pit box. He's getting tires and fuel. Michael Zuber also getting tires and fuel, and his car doesn't look too bad. He's down and away. Mayberry, same deal. At least getting maybe may not need fuel, but just getting some fresh Goodyears on there. Now Salter, he continues to stay on pit road. He might have decided to call it a night there. There's your leader, and Mayberry better hurry up. Is he going to get out in time? Looks like he will. So he'll stay ahead of the leader, stay on the lead lap. It'll be less than 25 laps to go when they get the green flag. And boy, I tell you, things might really start heating up then, folks. Kevin Click been doing an awesome job on these restarts. He's kind of laying back from the pace car a little bit here. Looks like they're gonna have the lights are still on the pace car, so it'll be at least one more pace lap there. William Brown now in that 5th position. Man, I tell you, he is getting closer and closer. Should be one to go now. And yep, the lights are indeed off on the pace car. So it'll be 22 laps to go when we get the green flag. Whole field getting all bunched up now, getting ready for the restart. Pace car getting ready to head down on the pit road. There he goes. Hang on, folks. Green flag and racing once again at Richmond. McCarthy trying to get super close to Kevin Click. Boy, he is right there on the bumper of the 35. Is he going to try to make a move? Boy, is Lucas Nilder's going to try to make a move. He's not really close enough just yet. He almost had to look like he almost had to check up himself, keep from getting into the 24 machine. Tyler McCarthy, they're door to door. They're going to come off of turn 2, racing down the backstretch, drag race down to turn 3. Kevin Click, he's trying to hold on that inside. McCarthy's going for it. I think he might get him here, folks, as they're coming to the line. Boy, Kevin Click is fighting back on the outside. Oh, boy, here they go down into turns 1 and 2. Got to be so careful how you come off of turn 2. That wall is right there waiting for you. And, boy, Kevin Click is doing an awesome job fighting. Oh, and the 24 gets a little loose there. And they, oh no, and he's going to lose it. I think it may stay green. Tough break there for Kyler McCarthy. That opens the door for Lucas Nilgis. 19 laps to go. It's his turn now to see if he can get up there and do something with the 35. Kevin Click, he's been so strong on the restarts. Lucas Nilgis now your driver trying to see what he can do with the 35 there, Kevin Click. Now he doesn't have he's about half a second ahead of Matthew Fitz behind him. So, and that looks like that gap is starting to grow a little bit. So now he's going to just try to knuckle down and see if he can do something with the 35 here. He's got several laps to do it. clear track ahead. See a slight, oh, he blinked on us a little bit there. A little bit of a wiggle there from the 35 of Kevin Click. Click trying to hold on. I tell you, he has been super strong on all these restarts.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, we got us a caution, and oh no, Robbie Bice, and oh, he's in the wall there. Or close to the wall. And oh, looks like Stan Mayberry also involved, the 48 machine. So let's go back and see what happened here. And so there's Robbie. And we got a little touch there from Michael Zuver and Tyler Isley in the 17 car. And let's see, that is Ken Baum Jr. I think he got some help from the 48 Stan Mayberry. I think they were reacting, trying to they were reacting what was going on in front of them. And so yeah, that was just a classic chain reaction there. So, man, I tell you, the pressure is starting to ramp up here, folks. Guys coming down on pit road now. This may be, for a lot of them, their last set of good years if they're coming down to get tires, which I imagine they are. All your leaders are staying out on track. Kevin Click, Lucas Nilgis, Matthew Fitz, William Brown in the 4th spot. Chris Lynn rounds out your top 5. Then we have Carson Pittman in that 6th position. Kyler McCarthy back in the top 10. You know, he had that wasn't exactly a spin. He almost lost it, almost went in the grass a little bit, but managed to hold on. And now I guess by those other guys pitting, it's put him back up in the top 10. And we'll have close to 10 laps to go when we get the green flag. Boy, does he have enough time. We've seen him have the pace to keep up with the 35, Kevin Click, but will he be able to get past those 5 other cars in front of him to get up there and challenge for a win? I tell you, this is getting very interesting here. The closer we get to the end of this race, the pressure is just ramping up lap after lap. Everybody trying to hold it together on these restarts. William Brown now in the 4th position. Matthew Fitz, the key to a lot of it is just the restarts. How quickly can they get going? How smoothly can they put the power down? Lucas Nilgis, he won't have too many more opportunities to try to get a jump on Kevin Click. And I tell you, Click he's been just doing what he has to do. And, you can't fault him for that. He has been on the money for every single restart. And he's probably wishing that this race would just end, because he's having to do this over and over again. And I'm like, man, even that puts pressure on the leader. He's getting some great restarts, but man, he has to just keep doing it. And it looks like everybody but David Salter is off of pit road. Salter, he might have decided to just retire for the evening. And let me look. I don't see him. He's in the chat, but he's in the Mopar Motorsports team channel. So I don't know if he's doing some race control or not. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car, so it'll be 10 laps to go when we get the green flag. That's caution number 7, and that's kind of, I wouldn't say that's a lot. It is short track racing. What do you kind of expect? But here we go, folks. Pace car coming down on pit road. Matthew Fitz, boy, he is ready to go. Green flag, here we go. And they're putting the power down. Boy, Kevin Click, he gets away. Look at William Brown there and Matthew Fitz battling. And look at Kyler McCarthy down on the inside. trying to get past. Oh man, it's a tough battle going on back there. Oh man, they're battling hard. McCarthy trying to get back up the front. Nick Cannon also trying to get back up there, trying to follow him through. Kevin Click still got a great getaway. Lucas Nilges is in that second position, but William Brown almost in the third spot. Him and Matthew Fitz battling hard for that third position. The final step on the podium.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, and another caution. Let's see. Was it, big pileup back here. Robbie Bice and some other guys involved. There's Jimmy Barr. Who is that? Is that, I saw somebody down on the inside. Was that Mayberry? Yeah, that's, big damage from Mayberry. He's smoking quite a bit. Oh, he jumped, he jumped to the pits, I think. And so, yeah, if he's towing in, then that, he might have had terminal damage there. So let's go. Let's see if we can see what happened here, and we'll roll the tape here. And Chris Lynn, he's a 32 machine. He's right between Nick Cannon and Kyler McCarthy. And does anything? Nick Cannon, he's getting up on the 32. Oh, and he gets into the 32. Smeal gets into the 8. And oh boy, here we go. And it's off to the races now. And you see you know what's going to happen. Classic chain reaction. There's Michael Zuver. Brian Pressler, 67. He's trying to get by. Oh man, Rick Swope, and on the outside there, I think that's where Mayberry, he get caught up in there. Robbie Bice, the yellow car. Some folks do get by the number 2, the 17. They squeak through. Carl Fitz on the high side. He gets through. The 12 there. He gets through. Well, no, he doesn't get through, but that was basically what happened there. A couple of guys got together, and in your classic chain reaction, there's Chris Lynn coming off of pit road. Rick Swope behind him. Mayberry, that he was towing in, and I thought I saw smoke coming from his car. I think the engine's running though. Yeah, the engine is running, but I don't know. His damage may be too severe for him to get back on track in time to finish the race. It'll be less than 5 laps to go when we get the green flag again. We're getting into green-white checker territory, that's for sure. We do have 3 attempts for those, and we have seen them use them all as well. Caution number 8 here at Richmond. Pace car crosses the start-finish line. Looks like we'll have at least one more pace lap before we get to 1 to go. So as they circle around, we'll take one last break and we'll be right back here watching the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. It's the Virginia 200 and I'm sorry, the Old Dominion 200 here on Race Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? My man! My way, the money I roll.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. We've got Devin Bourne with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen.
Sitting here with Sean Keen. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Okay, folks, we're back, and pace car is getting ready to head on the pit road here. Now it'll be 3 laps to go. This will not be a green white checker attempt, but if the caution comes out again, that would be the first of 3 attempts they have available.
Green, green, green.
Green flag, here we go. 4 laps to go. Across the line, 3 laps to go. Lucas Nilges. He's in that second position. Here comes Matthew Fitz. Look at William Brown on the high side, trying to get the jump on the 3, at least trying to get on the podium. They touch a little bit going down the backstretch. Matthew Fitz fighting hard for that 3rd position. Brown, he gets a little loose there. Now 2 laps to go. Lucas Nilges, he's got at least 1 car lane between him and the 3. And they're sprinting behind. And this is going to be, caution number 9. A lot of guys made it through. There's Robbie Bice. Carson Pittman is having some issues there getting going there. He was also involved as well. He's got some, I think the car won't steer right for him. It's something, he's got some, I think he may have some steering damage. The car won't turn left for him. I think that, look at that right front tire. No, it's not sticking out. I thought it might be sticking out to the right there, but either the car wasn't turned wrong. He might be a little heated under the collar. So, trying to get on the throttle, trying to hurry and get back to the pit. So that's understandable. Hey, these short track racing, everything heats up. The excitement heats up. The tempers heat up, and you just gotta expect it. And so, he's been having a little bit of a rough race out there, and looks like he'll spend a little time on pit road. Everybody else is still on track. And let's see here. I was gonna look and see if I could see what happened there. Let's see. What had happened so fast? Let's go back and look at this replay here. And okay, now Pittman, he's right there with kind of that tomato red, the number 4 car right there. William Brown on the high side, Colin McCarthy on the high side, Nick Cannon on the inside. And they're going down into turn 1. And Nick can't get he gets into the 4 and gets him turned around, and then that's just gonna cause a big mess, and everybody's in. Oh, he got Colin McCarthy too. I didn't even notice that at first. Oh man. And you see the other cars, they're going on by, and he's trying to lock it down and trying to keep from sliding down the track. Oh my goodness, he's starting to go down. I think does Don DeGroot get by? I saw him coming along, and he just does get by. McCarthy's stuck on the high side, but yeah, that was pretty much what happened there. Well, more and more excitement as the laps wind down. Now we're into the green-white checker situation here, folks. I believe this will be the first attempt at a green-white checker. So I think they'll get one more lap under caution before they get going once again. Lucas Nilges is right there now in that second position. Well, I tell you, Matthew Fitz and William Brown, they're now all those guys in the top 4, they last pitted on lap 82. Michael Zuber, who's now in the 6th position, he pitted on lap 104. He's got the freshest tires of anyone in the lead group there. Nick Cannon there pitted on lap 99, so he's got the 2nd freshest tires. Then we got some guys behind them, good drivers. Ken Baum Jr., he put it on lap 116. And Brian Pressler put it on lap 104. Tyler Isley put it on lap 116 as well. So we do have some guys behind them that have got some good rubber, but they're only going to have a couple of laps to do anything with it. They may be too far back to really get up there. I don't think these guys at the front, I don't think their tires have fallen off all that much. Not the pace that they've been going. Here we go. Pace car down on pit road.
Green, green, green.
Green, white checker. Here we go. racing down to turn 1. Lucas Nilges, boy, he's a lot of pressure now from Matthew Fitz. Fitz goes by the 21. Can Lucas Nilges do the crossover? Man, they're getting squeezed. He's right in the middle as they go down the backstretch. We got another caution, and there's Matthew Fitz, and he gets in the Zuver. And that didn't bring out the caution. There was something else that brought out the caution, and I think that might have been Carson Pittman again. Let's see here. No, not Carson Pittman. That was somebody Briggs Swope. Okay, I think that involved Briggs Swope. This particular caution was Briggs Swope, but then Matthew Fitz also, you know, they're racing so hard there, folks. Good grief. And it doesn't look like he got a whole lot of damage. Not enough to have to really pit and get anything fixed. But boy, I tell you, now I believe that was green white checker attempt number 1. And Lucas Nilges in second position. And look who's back up in third. Nick Cannon once again back up in third. Oh my goodness. And where's Nick at? I gotta find Nick. Boy, I tell you, he got out of there, but now he's back again. Let me see if I can grab him real quick. Hey Nick, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
I sure do.
Boy, I tell you, it ain't over till it's over, man. You back up in the top 3 again. Good grief.
Yeah, I really don't know how. I didn't even feel like I wrecked Carson. I really didn't mean to, but I want to look at it after the race and, you know, see what happened. I just felt like I was super low, but who knows. Yeah, here I am, back up in the front.
I tell you, man, it's like, I mean, we've been watching that all race line. And how many times have we seen you this year kind of like in that third spot? It's just like, you can't, and you've been trying to get up there, and one thing, if it hasn't been one thing, it's been another. But, man, you're going to get another shot at it again here tonight. I think this will be the second green-white checker attempt, won't it?
Yes.
Yes, so technically you could have 2 more shots at this. So, how's the car handling for you right now? You got last time you pitted was lap 99. Is those tires holding up for you? You think?
Yeah. It's just now that I got damage from that wreck with Carson, it's a little loose.
Oh man. Lie. Yeah. Well, good luck, but I'm gonna put you back down to your channel, and just good luck. Hold on, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks.
So here we go, folks. Green-white checker attempt number 2. And I think they're going to get the one to go next time around here because the light should go out on the pace car this time around. So Matthew Fitz, he's just exiting pit road and got a little bit of that damage fixed on the car. And like Nick said, I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but the damage probably did affect something on the car enough that it might affect the handling and mess it up. Might have damaged some suspension or something. So even if it doesn't look too bad, it could be worse than what it appears. So Fitz will, restarting in the 17th position, or maybe not. He's coming up through to get to where he's supposed to be. Lights are out on the pace car. This will be green-white checker attempt number 2. 3 are available. Pace car's in. And boy, they're so close together. Here we go. Green flag once again. Kevin Click gets another kind of good getaway there, trying to stay ahead. Lucas Nilges, he's hanging on in that second position. Nick Cannon trying his best. He says the car's a little loose, though. Boy, look behind him. William Brown battling with David Smeal.
The yellow flag is out.
And, oh, boy, we got us a caution and don't know what it's for. Oh my goodness, Robbie Bice. I see Robbie Bice, Kyler McCarthy. Those 2 involved. And And that's going. Now this will do it here, folks. This will be the third and final opportunity as well. And that involved Matthew Fitz. Maybe he just slowed down. He doesn't look like he has any more damage or anything. But yeah, so this will be the last attempt they have at a green-white checker. It looks like Robbie Bice towed to the pit, so his evening is over. And let's go back with Colin McCarthy here, see if we can see what happened. And they see McCarthy, he's on the high side of Fitz, the purple number 3 car down there. Robbie Bice right in front. That's Don DeGroot, the 61 machine. And they're coming off of turn 2. And now there's Carl Fitz in the 18 machine. I don't know if he was having some issues. They're both trying to squeeze by on the high side. Oh, and the 18 gets up into the 61 and clips the 28. And then McCarthy gets caught up in it as well. So that's, oh my goodness, what a tough break for those guys. And oh, poor Robbie Bice. He was just trying to squeeze by on the high side, and then he ends up tagging the 24 pretty good. Matthew Fitz gets a little brush there from Briggs Swope, nothing too bad, but man, that was a tough break for those guys. But hey, that's short track racing there. So for the final time now, they're going to line up. If there's a caution, you know, that's it. If they can't get around to the white flag and there's a caution, then it'll end under caution. But if once they get that one to go there, then that's it. Cannot save them. No caution will save anybody at all at this time. So I'm thinking they'll probably have one more lap caution here. Let's see if the lights go out this time around, because we did go back and look at that replay. And let's see, and yeah, they're going to get at least one more lap of caution. So now Kevin Click just has to, you know, it's like rinse and repeat. He just has to do it one more time. This will be the last time that he has to do this, because there won't be anything else. Like I said, either it'll end under a green flag with the checker flag or under caution. If he can stay out front, if he can keep Lucas Nilgis and Nick Cannon at bay, and Nick Cannon not doing too bad considering he said the car was kind of loose. And boy, I tell you, William Brown, he is right there. And David Smil Jr. getting into the act as well. And boy, I tell you, all these guys, they're all somewhat equal tires. They're all around lap 80 in the early 80s that they pitted. Nick Cannon, he pitted on lap 99. So of the top 4, he's got the freshest tires. But then again, his car is a little loose from what he was telling us there. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Lights are out on the pace car, so this will be the third and final attempt at a green-white checker. Here we go, folks. This is it. Pace car down on pit road. Green flag. Kevin Click, he is on his way. Lucas Nilgis is right there. Nick Cannon giving him one final shot. He's trying to get under the 21 of Lucas Nilgis and trying to fight him off, and he can't. Lucas Nilgis very good, and they're crashing behind him. It's not going to matter. And we actually have a caution. We didn't, you know what? So this is going to end under caution. Kevin Click, it's the final lap. It's under caution, but it's not going to matter because there are no more green-white checker attempts. So he'll be racing around him, Lucas Nilgis, Nick Cannon, and I believe it was William Brown, and don't know who else it was that was involved. It happened so quick it didn't even get a register. The checker flag is in the air, and it is in the air for Kevin Click. And boy, he will be your winner here tonight at Richmond. Boy, I tell you, what a finish here And that's the first time I've seen one end under caution in a while. So congratulations there, Kevin Click. Lucas Neal just holding on for that second position. Nick Cannon holding on for the third spot. But your winner here tonight, Kevin Click. And makes his way down. And he did a great job. I mean, he did what he had to do, restart after restart. He just kept on coming with the excellent restarts and holding all comers. Anyone that wanted to take a shot at him, held them all at bay. So congratulations there to Kevin Click for sure. And let's go ahead and get these guys. I see Lucas Nilsons, he's in there already. We got to get Nick Cannon and Kevin Click. I see Kevin right here. Let's go ahead and move him up. And who else we're looking for? Where's Nick at? Nick Cannon. He's down here. Nick, where is Nick at? There he is. We'll move him up. Oops, let's see. And we'll move him on up there, and we'll hop on down there with the guys. Okay, folks, we're here with your top three in the race here. Kevin Click, Lucas Nilgis, and Nick Cannon. Boy, I tell you, man, talk about taking it right down to the end there. And hey, Kevin, you got a copy.
Yes, sir. I got you, Tony.
Man, I tell you, what a finish, man. And I tell you, well, let me take my hat off to you for some great restarts. You had to, well, I bet you were thinking, man, if I had to do one more restart. But you were showing them how to do it here tonight, man. And congratulations on that win, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to see any more cautions there. Probably with about 80 to go, I was hoping that it would stay green. But you know what? We got the good restarts, and everybody ran me clean, which I appreciate. So I'll run guys the same way they run me, and I know we made a little bit of contact there with Kyler, but we tried to. I gave him as much room as I could early. As far as that move goes, and then just kind of tried to get the good restarts and get rolling. So
10-4, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, everybody at Turn 2 Terribles. Got to thank everybody at Brent Mark's sim racing team, M&M Painting and Construction, and really that's about it. Thanks to you for doing the broadcast, and thanks to Robbie for putting on the league. So definitely appreciate everybody running the league and having fun running them. So
10-4, man. Well, congratulations, and we will see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, Lucas, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Man, congratulations, dude. Man, got that podium, that second position, man. You were going for it, and but it was man, I tell you, it was rough going out there for a while, but you managed to hold on, man. Congratulations again.
Yeah, I had a few moments there towards the end. I was kind of in the same boat as Kevin, not wanting to see any more cautions, but I was just glad that I was able to put together a good, clean race for myself and just put together a great points finish as well.
10-4, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to the TSUR and GKR boys, you for putting on this broadcast, anybody else watching out there, and then also Robbie for throwing on the league.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again. We will see you next week.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Nick, you got a copy?
Yep.
Man, I tell you, hey, she might have been loose. Maybe loose was good. You managed to hold on, man. Congratulations to getting back up there and getting that final podium position.
Thanks. I guess loose did work. And yeah, I just feel bad that I got into Carson right there. I did go back and look at it. I pretty much ran through him on accident. I was just trying to take the same line that I usually took, and I guess he was there. Other than that, it was a rebound.
10-4, man, and managed to get back there. Anybody else want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my all of TSUR, GKR, all our friends, just you, Robbie. That was a day.
Yeah, and you know it always is when you come to Richmond. You know Richmond's on the schedule, and you just have to kind of sit there and just take a deep breath, like, okay, we know what's coming. So put your head down and just try to stay out of trouble. But congratulations again, man. We will see you guys next week.
Yep, thanks.
Okay, folks. Well, that is gonna do it. Boy, I tell you, man, and you know that it's always gonna be exciting when you come to Richmond. And so let's go ahead and let's bring up the final grid here. I mean, the final results of the race here. And of course, we have Kevin Click, your winner. Lucas Nilger second, Nick Cannon in that third position. Fourth is Ken Baum Jr., David Smil fifth, Michael Zuber sixth, Chris Lynn seventh, Briggs Swope eighth, ninth is Matthew Fitz, and Brian Pressler rounds out your top 10. And then I'll scroll down so you can see where the rest. See if you see where your favorite driver finished in the race. And we only had maybe a couple of retirements, two or three maybe, and everybody managed to hold on there. So that's always good to see as well. And so now we just we pack up and move on to the next one, and we'll be heading to Michigan International Speedway for race number 23. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.